What's up, everybody out there? Hope you're enjoying yourself. Salam, all praise to the Most High. Make a long story short, I had one of my college, one of my college friends asked me what do it mean when somebody say you know my body. To make a long story short, I just told him, look, the word you know my body, from my understanding, it was coined from out of New York City. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what part of New York City it could be. It could be Brooklyn, Harlem, New York. Probably Brooklyn, because we heard a lot of people in Brooklyn always put in their rap songs, you know my body. But as a whole, it's New York City, right? They got the whole world saying you know my body now, right? Even people down south saying you know my body. People out west saying you know my body. So they Pop Smoke, Fabio, and many other artists like A Boogie, Lil TJ, uh B Love, Cardi B, uh, ASAP Rocky. Like, and it might have became a new word too because I ain't hear Jim Jones them saying you know my body, in their raps when they had their time. You know what I mean? So it had to be this word had to become popular around probably I say 28. I'm gonna say 2016, 2017, 2018. Around those time, the word started getting used more. You know my body. But it really means it's basically me saying you know my name, you know my character, you know my stature, you know my status, uh, you know my aura, you know my criteria. You could go on and on and on. It's basically saying you know me, you know how I get down, you know how I give it up. Uh, uh, what else I should say? Let me see if I find some more shit to say. Uh, let me see. Perfect. You know my reputation. I basically what it means. When somebody say you know my body, it basically say you know my reputation. You know how you know how I represent, man. You know what I mean? They could use it in a good way or a bad way. You know what I'm saying? If somebody say you know my body, they could be joking with you like, yeah, you know my body, whoop the whoop, whoop the whoop. You know what I mean? If he could be hollering at the girl, she could be hollering at him. It could be used in a good way, but you can hear it in a bad way too. If you hear some the tone of voice, somebody get threatened or anything of that nature, or somebody say you know my body, you basically saying you know my reputation, you know what I'm capable of. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? In other words, so that basically what that means when somebody say you know my body. You know what I mean? You're in. It's a very popular lingo right now. Like I said, I'm gonna give New York City the credit for it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now they got the whole world saying it. You know, so you could say you know my body. If you talk to a dude, you could say you know my body. Pause. You know what I mean? Or you know my body. You know, no homo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nowadays people know what you mean. You know what I mean? You in tune, you in the loop, or you in the midst. You know what that means when somebody say you know my body. You might go somewhere where where the word is foreign and you got to explain it, more. You know what I mean, and put more elaboration on it. You have to elaborate to somebody, but if you gotta do that, you in the wrong area. You know what I mean? If they ain't up on things and they ain't up on that word, then that you shouldn't be even engaging in a conversation with them type of individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure by now everybody should know what that means. But I just wanted to get that out there. I ain't gonna make the video long. Salute. You know my body.